I think I said to my friend the other day in a group chat that he was talking about sexiness and how maybe he doesn't feel sexy, which is so wrong because he's extremely sexy. And I was like, I pulled up my wisdom and I was like, the outer sexy, everybody sees. The inner sexy, you craft on your own. Boom, wisdom. Hello, good afternoon to all you Pandulces out there. I am Angel Aguilar and welcome back to the Pandulce podcast, episode 2. Super excited to do this, super excited to keep this thing going. You guys gave a lot of support to the last one. 75 views on YouTube, which, doesn't sound like a lot of views, but for someone who's never really posted on YouTube, as in like in podcast form or anything like that, I think those are good numbers, and I can't wait to keep posting more. So this episode, what I want to address first? Finding Neverland. Or actually, Leaving Neverland. Last week, I said I would come today and talk about Michael Jackson after I had watched Leaving Neverland. That's not true. I didn't watch that shit. And that's on me. I didn't watch it. I'm sorry. It was 4 hours. I also realized that I kept calling it Finding Neverland, which is ridiculous because no kid want to find that. That's fucked up. That's forbidden. Will I ever watch Leaving Neverland? I mean, hopefully, one day. We don't need 2 Michael Jackson episodes in a row. We could take a little break from MJ. I'll do it eventually. Maybe when the movie comes out this year or next year or whenever it comes out. I'll watch it. Eventually. All right, let's move on from Michael. Okay, so something that happened on Friday is Valentine's Day. Damn. Everybody was posting their man. Everybody was posting their girl. Everybody was in love. And honestly, I'm happy for y'all. I know some of y'all was struggling while single, and y'all made it work. Y'all put in the work. What the heck? And, for me, it was a single Valentine's Day, but, it's not a sad thing. It's not a sad thing to be single. It's a good thing. You get to be free. You get to like everybody else's Valentine's Day posts, and you don't got to worry about someone else. All right, maybe it's not the best, but it's not horrible. It's like normal. Why do we prioritize relationships so much, What if everyone just did their own thing and no one ever dated, no one ever married? Would that be such an awful world? Maybe. But y'all was out there, y'all was posting up, y'all look sexy together. I'm happy for y'all. Speaking of sexy, something I want to talk about today on the pod is the Instagram baddies on my Explore page. And I know what y'all might be thinking hearing about this. Oh my God, this guy's going to talk about Instagram baddies on the podcast. There's more to it. I got to speak on it, something. I got to say what I'm feeling. Every time I see these Instagram baddies on my Explore page, yes, they are attractive. Yes, I want to be with them. But there is also this inner conflict every time I see them. And this goes back to something we talked about last week about getting fit and getting your summer body. Because every time I see these girls, I'm like, damn, they're so fit. And I'm almost like jealous of them. Like every time I see these girls, I'm like, oh, I gotta lock in. And it's only with the girls. Like I do see men and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta get more in shape, but I don't know why I don't know why. And then, all these Instagram girls are living their lives and doing all this crazy stuff and, having fun. I'm just like, dude, like, what am I doing? I am not locked. Shout out Banjiro Yamada. He knows I'm Mr. Locked at heart. He's this fun Asian man who I'm friends with. Very sweet guy. Shout out to his little brother, too, Lobun. But yeah, I gotta lock in. Me and him go to the gym sometimes, and I'm trying to put in the work. I mean, I'm definitely more in shape than I was before. I mean, I saw pictures of myself over the summer recently on my iPhone. Shout out Apple. Sponsor me. And I was a little chubbier. But at the time, I didn't think I was that chubby. I thought I was doing good. So it just goes to show we need to look in the mirror a little bit harder. Yeah, so this man, Banjiro Yamada, whenever we go to the gym, he'd be taking pictures of me every single time I'm resting. And that's propaganda because it looks like I'm doing nothing in the gym. And he'll send the pictures to the friend group chat, and everyone will be like, oh, this motherfucker doing anything but working out. Especially this man, Aiden Flores, which you guys don't know him, but he's an op. Sometimes he'll be an op. You know, a lot of the time we'll be hanging out and he'll be making fat jokes about me. You know, I don't really care. Like, it's fine. Like, I find them kind of funny sometimes. But at this point, I've had to, like, catch him. I have to do the fat joke before the fat joke. So, for example, like, if I hang out with him and I say, oh, I went to Chipotle, I have to respond before he responds with, oh, of course you went to Chipotle. Probably got double everything. And then he'd be like, oh, no, I was supposed to say the joke first. So it kind of catches them a bit off guard. It's a little joke on a joke. But yeah, the Instagram baddies, I hope they found love this Valentine's Day too. I'm sure they did. And I got to get closer to their physique and just lock in more. Lock in more so I can unlock my inner baddie as well as maybe get with baddie. I think I said to my friend the other day in a group chat that he was talking about sexiness and how maybe he doesn't feel sexy, which is so wrong because he's extremely sexy. And I was like, I pulled up my wisdom and I was like, the outer sexy, everybody sees. The inner sexy, you craft on your own. Boom, wisdom. So I implore you all to work on your inner sexy. My inner sexy, it needs time to cultivate. And speaking on the baddie, no baddie situation, I don't know how to work Tinder. I'm on the Tinder, I'm on the Bumble, but yo, like, I don't think it's working out. I got 0 likes on Tinder. I got 0 likes on Bumble. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe my bio is horrible. Maybe I'm just chopped IRL. I don't really know. Maybe I gotta get more jacked. Maybe I need to be like super buff, have a shirtless pic. That'll get me a lot. So be on the lookout for that. Maybe a couple months from now. Maybe on the pod, I'll take my shirt off. That sounds scary. Never mind. I don't think that'll happen. Okay, so speaking on that, I thought it would be fun to do a little segment here for Valentine's Day, late Valentine's Day podcast about celebrity crushes I have and whether they would give me a chance or not, or if I could convince them or sway them to be with me. I don't think most of these girls would. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, so first off, we got Miss Wednesday herself, Jenna Ortega. I didn't know if I wanted to put Jenna Ortega on this list because while I do find her attractive and super cool and definitely very talented, I wouldn't say she's like a huge celebrity crush for me. Like, I appreciate Jenna as a person and I'd love to meet her. That said, based on what I'm talking about right now, would Jenna Ortega give me a chance? I want to say no. No, because I've seen a lot of interviews with Jenna, and she just does not seem relationship-oriented whatsoever. I feel like she's very about her work, businesswoman, introspective. Yeah, I don't think she's really looking for anything. And I think maybe Jenna would find me a bit ridiculous. I think if she ever found this podcast, she'd be like, I never want to see this man in my life. I didn't finish Wednesday. Maybe I'll do that in honor of her. I did see an interview with her where she said she loved Breaking Bad, and that was awesome. I'd love to watch Breaking Bad with Jenna Ortega. Jenna, maybe with Jenna. Probably not. It's a friend vibe. Speaking of it's a friend vibe, let's go to Tyla. I remember I posted a couple weeks ago on my Instagram story a picture of Tyla, and I said, oh my God, I'm so sad I'll never be with Tyla. Which is crazy because I have teachers and professional people, that I consider professional, follow me. and I just kind of post whatever I want on there. So that's a little scary, but I guess I don't care. Tyler. I don't think Tyler would like me. I think Tyler probably wants I think Tyler wants a man. And maybe I'm a boy right now. Maybe Tyler likes, like a more established man. She's established in the industry. But maybe if I do sing, so maybe if I prove to her that I could sing, maybe I could be a feature on her next single. And that's how I get in there. Make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water. Okay, yeah, that would convince her. And then I'd take her to hibachi. I feel like Tyler's a hibachi girl. Okay. Number 3 on this list, we have the voice actress from the Moana movie. I don't know how to say her name. I think it's Aluli Cravalho. But that woman is super fine. Hashtag need that. Ever since I saw her like 3 weeks ago, I'm just like, this woman is gorgeous. We need to put her in everything right now. And like, I don't even know exactly how she blew up. I feel like I never saw her before this until Moana 2 came out. And then she was like everywhere. I guess when the first Moana came out, she was like a little girl. And now she's like grown into a woman and everyone's like, whoa. My friend says he saw her in Cabaret and she was great there. So, hey, I mean, maybe I need to go see Cabaret. Maybe I need to go see Cabaret and pull up to the stage door and be like, oh my God, I love you in Moana too. I haven't seen it. But I could lie and say I did see it, or I could actually watch it. Heard it wasn't that good. No, that's not true. It was probably super amazing. Super amazing. If the voice actress from Moana 2 is listening to this right now, that movie was insanely fire. I loved it. 10 out of 10. I'm a glazer for that. But, would you want to be with me? Maybe. I'm going to say I have a chance. I don't know. I feel like maybe I could sway her, maybe make her giggle a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so last person, celebrity crush I want to talk about is Miss Zara from Cobra Kai. Her name in real life is Raina Somethingham? Valandingham? Maybe. I think so. That woman is gorgeous. Low-key, I was watching Cobra Kai, and when Robbie had to pick between Zara and Tori, I was like, it's not really a choice, man. You gotta pick Zara. But I think Zara also, like, sexually assaulted him in that season, so that's a huge red flag. But we're not talking Zara, we're talking about the actress IRL. Another Instagram professional baddie. She's like a 13-time world champion of Taekwondo, I think. So I think that already puts me at a low level. I don't think I could do a proper kick or a punch. She really wants a man who's, like, capable, you know? I'm capable, but in different aspects. Like, maybe I could be like, hey, like, loved you in Cobra Kai. Now that it's over, you need a new TV show idea? You need a new script? I'll put you in a movie, girl. Maybe that's my angle. I can't serenade her. I don't know if she really likes singing. Super sweet girl. Maybe if I become a professional martial artist, I get a chance. All right. That was who I think I could get with, not get with, never be with, dream of. The last thing I want to talk about, what I did on my Valentine's Day this week, is I watched the series finale of Cobra Kai. Let me give you a little history on all this. Way back when, in like September or October of, even way back. Okay, so over the summer, I made this movie called Soda World, right? Super ridiculous movie. You don't really need to know what it's about. If you want to watch the short film version of it, and you're on my YouTube channel right now, you can just watch it. It's not that good, but I had a lot of fun making it. Basically, all you need to know is that it's like a comedy about what if you need to drink soda to survive, right? And I was supposed to submit it to this Envision Festival, and I did. I did not get accepted, like, obviously, because, yeah, you just watch it and you'll see. But they offered me free tickets to go. And I don't know if I thought it was, like, a good idea career-wise, or I just wanted to have fun or have an excuse to go to California, but I went, had a great time, super fun. And I think on the last day of being there, I was chilling at this little, like, mixer event where everyone's talking. You know, you try and talk people up, and they're like, hey, what are you here for? And I'm like, my movie didn't get selected. I just pulled up from New York. A little ridiculous. But I had a good time. Met some cool people. And out of the corner of my eye, somebody walks by, and I catch him. And I'm just like, that's Solo Maridueña. It's the fucking Blue Beetle. And my friend is super, super obsessed with Cobra Kai. So I call him immediately and I'm just like, Solo Maridueña is here. He is here at this film festival. And he's freaking out. He's like, what? But yeah, I had no idea what to say to this man. I had never seen Cobra Kai. And I'd only seen Blue Beetle. And on the low, I don't love Blue Beetle. I actually kind of critiqued Blue Beetle. I think he's great in it. I just have beef with that screenwriter. And yeah, I got beef with that screenwriter. That's my problem with that movie. I got beef with the screenwriter. Actually, super beef. Super beef with the screenwriter. He's writing The Boys Mexico, and I'm scared. I'm really super, super nervous. I don't know if the studio interfered with what that movie was going to be, but I did not love the plot points of that movie. Love Solo Maridueña in the movie, though. Loved him in the movie. Okay, so I see him, and I don't know what to say to him because I did love Blue Beetle. But I guess I was like, this guy's super cool, so I have to say hi to him. And he had this whole beard going and everything. And so I walk up to him, super, super nervous. And I'm just kind of standing there next to him for a second. And then I go, hey, I'm a big fan of your work. Which wasn't even a glaze. It was true. I liked him in that movie. And so then he's like, oh, yeah, hey, come on, man. He was actually super nice. I was very afraid he was going to be, like, kind of dismissive and that he just wanted to hang out with his friends. But he was, like, it felt super PR trained, super professional. So he was just like, oh, yeah, hey, man, let's get a picture. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. So I got a picture with him, super nice, and that was really cool. After that, going back to the Cobra Kai thing, a couple months later, me and my friends, we throw on Cobra Kai because, like, all right, let's just see what this is. We're at my friend's house, and we end up binging seasons 1 through 4, and I just, like, fell in love with it. I super, super love Cobra Kai. Miguel Diaz, everybody in that show, I loved it. I'd watched The Karate Kid over the summer as well at the Cinemark in Universal Orlando, which was amazing. I mean, I watched it before that, but then, like, 2 weeks later, went to Orlando, watched it. Super fun, yeah. I loved it. And then I loved Cobra Kai. And so I work as a janitor at my old high school or whatever. And a lot of time there, you get just downtime. I mean, not downtime, but you're kind of left alone to do your work. So that gives you a lot of time to listen to stuff. And after stopping listening to music and interviews, I kind of landed on online podcasts on YouTube. And I listened to the Jacob Bertrand, Solo Maridueña, Lone Lobos podcast, and I just binged so much of it. And that's what inspired this today. So I think without Cobra Kai, without that podcast, this wouldn't exist because I thought it would just be fun to do this. So yeah, going back to that, this Friday I hosted the Cobra Kai finale watch party. I put the posters all over my school like 2 weeks ago. I was super excited. But I didn't realize it was on Valentine's Day. So I think that was a fumble on my part. Pull up to the Cobra Kai watch party event, and nobody shows up. Which is fine. I mean, not a big deal. But yeah, nobody was there, except for this one girl. Shout out to this one girl. She was super cool. She stayed to watch the first 2 episodes. But, you know, even though no one pulled up, I had a super fun time. I had a blast. I love Cobra Kai. I thought the series finale was super well done. I'm a Robbie Glazer, so I'm sad that Robbie didn't get his win, but he got his happy ending, so I'm proud about that. And I think this is just a great example to always do what you want to do, always be doing what you feel you want to do. Don't feel bad about doing things alone. I go to the movies alone, and that's fun. You don't got to wait for people's approval to do stuff. You should just do stuff for you. which is what this whole podcast is all about. I do this because I think it's fun and entertaining. And if other people find it entertaining and fun too, then that's great. I like that. Speaking of Valentine's Day, the one last thing I want to say is that I've been working on the script Cheater Hotline for a super, super long time, and I finally completed the first draft of the script on Friday. Cheater Hotline is this story that involves these two people who kind of investigate people who have cheated in their community, and they beat their ass. It's like a comedy or whatever. They fall in love, maybe, maybe not. So I think finishing that on Valentine's Day was super fun and kind of fitting. So I'm kind of glad how I spent my Valentine's Day. It was a good day. All right. I think we're coming to the end of this podcast. One thing I want to say to all of you is get excited. Get excited for more episodes. Get excited for life. Lock in. Go to the gym. Become an Instagram baddie if necessary. Maybe that's the next step. I gotta become an Instagram baddie. I mean, I was practicing. The other day, I remember I was at rehearsal for this play I'm doing, and I guess I was trying to fix the Bumble, I was trying to fix the Tinder, and I started taking selfies of myself. I guess I was feeling myself a little bit, and I got caught taking selfies. And they were like, "Angel, what are you doing?" I was like, "No, I'm not doing anything." I was just looking at myself through my phone. I was just looking through myself in my phone. But no, I was taking selfies. Caught red-handed. And later on I took more selfies. I took some selfies in the bathroom, so maybe I'm on my Instagram baddie journey. Maybe you're going to see me on my Instagram posted up pictures of myself looking super adorable. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. And I want to see all you guys become Instagram baddies too. Let's do it. Baddie revolution. Baddie revolution. Baddie revolution. Okay, that's enough for me. Thank you guys so much for listening to episode 2 of the Pandulce podcast. The podcast where it's so sweet you can't help but eat it up. I'll check you guys out later. Stay sweet. Bye.